Hi everyone, my name is Zimkhitha Galela, but most of my friends and family call me Uwali. I am the founder of Zimkhitha and welcome to SMEYOU.
So Zimkhitha, welcome to our show. Thank you for coming through. I know you're quite a busy lady. So today the whole focus is about just talking about Zimkhitha.
Okay.
Seeing you the founder, what's the purpose, when did it start, how did it start, and how has it grown you as an individual? So the first question I'd like to pose to you is, what is Zimkhitha specifically? Why did it start?
So I didn't firstly wake up and say, I'm going to register an organization called Zimkhitha. I got in a call back to Johannesburg for acting and presenting and dancing. And when I went to go audition there, I was actually auditioning for New York auditions.
New York?
New York.
Wow.
So there were 1,000 kids coming to do the very same thing. Basically, I was one of the 93 kids that got a call back to New York. But I had to raise 70,000. So I had to come back to Cape Town and had to raise that 70,000.
So hold on, before you continue. So that's 70,000 already, you're fighting for your dream.
Exactly. Okay, so it started there, and then when I came back to Cape Town, I did a car wash, I did little pretty events, but the big one was the one that I called Miss Teen, Mr. and Miss Zimkhitha. The name Zimkhitha though comes from my mother. So I haven't been a good kid at a very young age, but challenges and overcoming those challenges, my mother called me a Zimkhitha. So basically coming from a background where you get a lot of peer pressure and just a society where kids are, not going out for their dreams, but I could be able to overcome those dreams and actually fight for my dreams. And she called me a Zimkhitha, so we called this event Zimkhitha, Miss Teen, Mr. and Miss Zimkhitha.
So that's how the name started?
That's how the name started. Then the show went pretty well. Then I'm like, okay, this can be an annual event because we get ambassadors for Zimkhitha. Then in time, I'm like, okay, maybe I should register as a company because it was a bit of a struggle to get sponsors. Yeah. So basically, they don't sponsor individuals because they don't want to give their money to just an individual who can run away with their money. So you had to be an organization or a company. So I'm like, okay, part of this wants me to give back to the community. So with that, I thought, okay, let me rather register it as an organization rather than a company. It will be a part of my impact or a part of my contribution to my community and country. So I registered it as an organization. This was in 2015, and it has been running till obviously now.
And sorry, is it just you or how many people involved?
Me.
Just you?
Yes. Basically, the very person that I've only worked with was my mother. Always. So yeah, it has just been us two. We have family members and friends that help out in events, but speaking about in depth, it has only been my mother and I. But I have somebody that I'm actually putting on board. I've seen his work and he's going to bring a good contribution to Zimkhitha, yes, because obviously we are growing now, marketing skills needs to grow, the quality of the events needs to grow. As much as it is happening in our communities, it doesn't necessarily mean that we shouldn't bring quality to our own communities, because we tend to have that mentality that because it's in Nanga, because it's in Kukuleto, Kadija, let's just do it as just an event. But it's always nice to take these events that happen in the suburbs and bring it to our own town.
So bring it home.
Yes, bring it home and give that experience to other kids and give that experience to the parents as well, so that they can see that, okay, my child is actually involved in something great, not just this is a playground and it's just not going to go anywhere. So basically Zimkhitha fights that, bringing it to communities, but also bringing that quality. But I'll say its aim is to basically assist or to help children discover who they are. We tend to have a dream because we see from somebody else. I want to be on TV because, I love this, or I'm inspired by somebody. But you basically maybe not for that industry. And firstly, you need to find yourself, what is my purpose? Why am I in this world?
And this word purpose, I hear you use it a lot, and I like it. So first of all, for you to understand your purpose, it's a sense of maturity. You're 21 this year. And for you to talk about purpose, these are quite big words for people your age. What drove you to get to a point of your life, I need to understand who I am before I can chase my dreams.
Yeah. I would say that I really, as I did advise that everybody has a different journey, I think at a early age I got to face big challenges that a teenage wouldn't face. So we tend to have that thing where youngsters actually struggle at a very late age, at 27 and 28, trying to struggle that I can't find my purpose. It's because maybe they've had it easy, which is not wrong, it's their own journey. But with myself, I believe that with the struggles and the challenges that I had to face and I had to overcome, made me understand my purpose, basically. So with everything that I've been through, there's a lesson in, and I believe that in any situation that happens around you, good or bad, there's something to learn from it. And I started there. I'm like, okay, whatever's going to happen in my situation or in my life, everything happens for a reason. And with that, I need to understand, me, basically.
And the thing is, the beautiful thing about that is it starts with you.
Yeah.
Also, anything that you have to do, you're the one that's doing it.
Yeah.
So if you face in a situation which happens, you're the one that's faced it.
Yeah.
So if you know yourself in that kind of sense,
Yeah.
it makes it so much easier for you to understand the challenges you're facing.
Yeah, which is true. I would give the very best advice that last year I got saved. Basically, I used to go to church, but I never had a connection with God. It's like in, out, just up, in, out, and that's it. But after I was saved, there was a different channel in my life, and I think it started there. When you put God as the centerpiece of your life, you find that everything becomes easier. You will read it in the Bible. It says, all those who are heavy burden, come to me. And I believe that if God is your creator and he says, bring your burdens to me, why carry them yourself? So I believe that whatever I'm going through, if I give it to God, it becomes lighter for me. So that's why I'm not even scared to try and risk a dream, because I know with the creator that I have, everything is possible. And I think that's the one thing. And another thing that I've overcome is when society becomes very loud. When the world becomes very noisy, they tend to bash those dreams very down, and you get to give up. You think second best of yourself. You're like, what, this can't happen because
of people
saying so to you. And if you have God with you or guiding you, you have that strength that that's the world's opinion. And that's the one thing that I want to advise everybody, is that you need to understand, good or bad, people will always have something to say. I think that's the most important positive.
So just from them, so people are saying good or bad. I mean, how do you deal with it?
Honestly, I've learned to ignore the world's noise. It used to be a lot of issue where, am I pleasing somebody, and should I do this and please that? Forget it. You can't please everybody. So rather do not please anybody. Make sure you're doing things that make you happy, and whatever you want to achieve, just go for it. And you need to understand that with dreams, it has to be big. So also be very vigilant who you tell your vision to. So basically a friend could say, I would say that I have this kind of vision, and a friend would be like, no, you're crazy. That dream is too big, or no, it cannot happen, because it's how the world is, or it's how we are born into this world, because we are told that it can't happen. You even sometimes it can be a family member, because or in their background they were told so, and it has always played in their mind, and they didn't achieve it. It also becomes your upbringing, and you become like, no, I can't do it, no, because it is already said. So one needs to have a very descending spirit of praying that, those things never play, because words are very, very powerful. I could say that you're ugly, and you will go around actually and saying, I'm ugly, and you find that I have a dream, but no, Zimkhitha said I'm ugly. So those words actually play. So when I get to have negative words said over me, the first thing is I pray that. I pray, let's say for instance, oh no, you can't, this dream fighter thing is going to end in the next 3 years. You need to immediately say, Lord, you promised me that everything is possible, and in 3 years' time, my dream fighter is actually going to be grown rather than words that has been said over my life. So with the noise, I've really ignored it. You'll even see it in my social networks now and 5 years ago. If you ever say something to me 5 years ago, I would make sure that I sort you out, honestly, and I make sure that the public sees it. But now, really, I think silence is the most important factor in life. Just, keep quiet, because negative or good, people will, yes, people will.
There's a big sense of maturity in that.
And just in closing, is there anything you'd like to share with us before we leave?
So to anybody that is watching the video, whether you're young, whether you're old, I would like to advise that if you ever had a dream, it's never too late to reach out for it. Even if you are old, you had a dream at a very young age, with the opportunities that we have on our generation, you can always become anything that you want. So wake up, do the best that you can, and just forget the world's noise. A lot of things will terrify you, it will make you do not want to reach out for your dream, but the one thing that I can really advise is that ignore the world's noise and you'll become anything you want to be.